blew up things, like things. So anyway, we should just hop right into it because this episode is gonna be packed, and it might be like 40 minutes long. So prepare yourself. Well, you probably know already. So we will start by Russia attacking Estonia. Don't worry, we'll get to the Star Pentagon thing in a minute. Russia will with its newly built up military, because it has been stockpiling stuff from especially Finland. It will be attacking, like it will launch a massive attack into Estonian territory, and they will just keep pushing in at rapid rates. And when Estonia doesn't think it can get any worse, Finland attacks them. As Finland has once in like northern Estonia, so they will both just occupy them. And seeing an opportunity, Poland will strike on them. Poland will strike on the Estonians, and it's gonna get even worse. You didn't think that was it, right? As Sweden is going to invade them. Sweden will launch an attack and take most of the Baltic coast. They take majority of the Baltic coast, first of all landing on these islands, then occupying the Baltic coast. It is just brutal. You have 4 countries invading you. And if Ukraine bordered you, they'd probably jump you as well. It's like, what are they really gonna do? So let's just look at that peace treaty already. Majority of its territory, but like it was more like Finland is mad about this. They kind of wanted more. There was kind of sour relations between them and Sweden because Sweden got really what they wanted. So this was kind of sour relations between them. Anyways, let's get into the big war. So, as we said in the last episode, terrorist bombings and whatever happened. After this, the Ukrainian military or navy will go down here and make a naval landing, in Constantinople or Istanbul, depending on where you're coming from. They will make a landing and taking the city, or where the city is in our universe, because there's probably not a city there now, but it's just a good trade route. They will occupy it, and Greece will immediately declare war on them, because they see this as a declaration of war. So now the Pentagons are at war with the stars. The stars are just like, the stars are going to look for an ally or three. Who doesn't like the Pentagon? Who wants to expand in the Pentagon territory? Who wants both those things? Who wants to expand greatly? Who wants to own the whole freaking planet? Well, that's kind of everyone, but it's Russia! As Russia, along with Finland, because they're in the same alliance, will join against the Pentagons. Finland, being stupid, won't see this coming, and they will lose lots of land in this area. And then Russia will start pushing into Pentagon, into this, like, Caucasus one, I guess. They'll start occupying its territory, and Russia is just kind of smashing down on them. It's not all bad. For the Pentagons, because Iran here is going to make some impressive gains in Russia, in the northern parts of Russia. Oh no, the southern parts, sorry. they will make impressive gains, which is pretty impressive. So now the Pentagons are going to look for an alliance with somebody. Who doesn't like the stars? Who wants to expand? Oh yeah, that's right, the Four-Star Alliance. The Four-Star Alliance, mainly the Dutch, though, will just kind of storm. The Dutch will storm in to Polish territory. Also, we're going to for the video, we're going to remove this symbol so it's easier. Okay, they are still in the alliance, but we just don't just ignore it. So they will like Poland will be under attack by the Dutch once again, and the Polish will try to call in these guys, like the North Italy country, and when they refuse, they try to use like economic, like, I guess force. I don't really know. Converge. I don't know what it's called. They will just say, if you don't join us, we'll fuck your economy. Like, and then like North Italy's like, oh really? Yeah. Let's see how you think about this. And then they proceed to join the Four-Star Alliance, and they will kind of just like help, I guess, and they will formally leave the economic alliance thing. They will launch an attack into Polish territory at quick rates as they push into southern Poland. And this little South Polish country will give them access through their land, like, because they hate Poland, remember, because they broke away from it. And Poland is just proceeding to die. As back in this front, the Dutch is making pretty impressive gains towards their capital city. Poland is kind of fucked because they can't really get supplies. Like they really don't know what to do. Like they don't actually know what to do. So you know what they're gonna do? Cry for help. You know. So the green country will hear this cry and will now start searching for anyone wanting to join. Again! There's that doesn't happen. There's two countries that feel threatened by the Dutch and the Pentagons. France and Sweden. France just hates the Dutch. That's just kind of normal, but at this point. And this will be the third Franco-Dutch War. The first being with like the king, the second being in this coalition, and the third being here. The French will make a bits of gains in the occupied land that the Dutch stole from them, and the people. It's only been like 10 years since that. Like, it's only been 10 years since they got occupied, so there's still mostly French people there, like majority French. So they'll just kind of fall easily because they want to join the French country. And France will make impressive gains in South Netherlands or Southwest Netherlands. Sweden will quickly take out their English holdings, and nothing's going to really happen in the Americas because nobody borders each other here, so that's not going to happen. Oh, doesn't like the. No, that's the orange country. Okay, so the French will do that, and this will cause a mass panic attack in the Dutch country. They're like, panic mode! Click the panic button that I still don't have for some reason. This is like the fourth time I said this series. Okay, they sunk now. This will cause them to retreat their troops from Poland to defend from the France, and they will kind of destabilize the front line. At about here is where they'll stabilize a front line. This is what the stable fronts will look like. So the Dutch kind of say, hey, you two, just leave France to me, and you guys go beat the stars. Got it? Got it? Because these guys are like the most threatening, and these guys don't want to fight them. And they would be like, sure. So this country's troops will flood into this country at astonishing numbers, and they will see immediate progress as they will take lots of territory in southern Poland. And there's literally a party in this little country there. There's like a party. I don't know why they hate them so much. You know. And then back in here, the Dutch will slowly manage to push the French back to where until the lines kind of stabilize around here. So with France being like a Belgium deep into enemy territory. I definitely didn't say that just because it's near Belgium. They're like a Belgium deep. That's the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. So France's border with these guys are basically just defended by Dutch troops. The Dutch will find a creative solution to not have to hold this front off anymore. It's called build a wall. The Dutch will build a massive wall. Like you're gonna need like 7 cannons to break down one tiny area, and that's like 1,000,000 cannons to get the entire wall. So it's kind of impenetrable. Opportunity will they will attack in here because they seem to have a strategy. They will make a naval landing in the UK, and they will retake this territory, and they will take lots of Swedish's coastline here, which will take them by surprise, and then the area of the UK will fall to the Dutch, as the surprise attack was very surprising, hence the name. So, the Dutch will now proceed to make a D-Day landing. Yep, they make a D-Day landing on the north coast of France. Oh, no, that's not where the landing is going to happen. Quickly be surprised by this, and they will quickly be overrun, and the front and then the Dutch, and then this land will fall over to the Dutch. And France is really determined not to lose again, because that would be 3 consecutive losses to the Dutch. So they are fuming because they don't want 3 consecutive losses to the Dutch on their resume, because otherwise how are they going to get a job? That's a joke. So they will manage to make slight gains before being stopped, as an influx of Dutch troops has just breached your defences or your attacks. And now the Dutch are coming full force, so they make an encirclement and take back this area, and the Dutch are now cutting off your supply lines. It seems you're going to have 3 consecutive losses to the Dutch on your resume. So, anyways, let's go to the different front. Over here, the stars are not doing too well, as the crashing might of Ukraine is hitting Romania. Why did you... what the fuck? Okay, and why would you choose Romania? Like, there's so many better options for your attacks. Like, Russia. As they will quickly make an encirclement of the capital city, and will occupy the capital city, and then the Romania surrenders over to the Ukraine. So it's not going too great. You push up in to green team territory, and then they will quickly rapidly take the capital of the green country. As the green country did not expect that, they thought they were going to go for the blue country because they have a longer border, because that would make more sense. And that's what the Ukraine country is completely against, making sense. That's what this entire series is against. As the green country will quickly and swiftly fall over to Ukraine, as this offensive is a massive success, and then they will use this chance to strike on Greece, as they will quickly make an attack onto the Greek areas and onto the Turkeys, and then they will quickly overrun these areas. Well, as then their puppet state will fall to Ukraine. It's not looking too good for the Stars. Don't worry though, because the French are also dying. But also, Russia's doing actually stuff other than the other allies that doesn't help. As the Russians will proceed to make a further push into Ukraine from the northern this time, they will make a northern attack, and Ukraine will actually have to pay attention to it now, because you can't just leave this now, because you're gonna die otherwise. So they will quickly pull troops back from the Balkans and other fronts, and they will put them against the Russians. And Poland is really fucked right now. So they are just gonna try. What they're gonna do is they are going to ask this neutral country, "Hey, can we send troops through your territory so we can escape, and we can escape into Russia?" Well, I think no, they can. They're already. Never mind. Their troops will escape into Russia, completely surrendering the country. As Poland surrenders to the Four-Star Alliance, and now the Dutch can turn their focus to the French country even more than they already did. So France is falling as their supply lines are officially cut off, and they will be forced to retreat, and this will cause them to lose a ton of land in the process, as this land will become occupied by the Dutch. So, and then 2 days later, the French country will officially surrender to the Dutch for the 3rd time in history. The 3rd time you've surrendered to the Dutch, or at least lost to them. So this is just humiliating to the French country, as their resolve is to murder them now. To Greece will officially surrender to the Ukraine country, making their Balkan campaign a massive success, as the Balkans have been wiped. The Balkans are done. The Star Alliance is done. The only focus now is Russia, Finland, and Sweden. Sweden is going to face a mass bombing on Stockholm by the Dutch until they surrender. They have surrendered by now, so they surrender. I just can't do the colour. I think I can do the colour. So the Dutch will. So the Dutch will occupy Sweden, as Sweden has surrendered. After hearing this news, Russia and Finland surrender. Let's look at that peace treaty. Alrighties, that was the Second Great European War. Yes, I'm using the same name as the previous one. Don't question it. So as you can see, in the Balkans, we have Romania being integrated into Ukraine, and we have a new orange country appearing, and this country appearing. We have Greece losing this land, and we have their puppet state being free. Nice. And also, I should say, the puppet state did get this in the last episode. I just didn't notice it. And the Northern Italy country has gained lots of territory for their contributions. And let's get to the Dutch. The Dutch has gained Poland as a puppet state, and this new Estonian Baltic thing that they got out of Swedish lands is now their puppet state. So they kind of just integrated it as like a puppet state. Poland has just they just don't deserve it anymore. They just don't deserve the title of power anymore. They're just a weak powerhouse, I guess. And now we have a free puppet nation, with the Dutch having free puppet states. Free! And in France, they took minor territories, like there. But over here, they did take their colony, which was rough. And this country got some territories. And then Russia Russia lost a little bit here. And that was kind of it. So yeah, unless I'm missing something, what they lost. So unless I'm wrong, that's what everybody lost. So yeah, it was pretty bloody rough. I was considering making the French country a puppet state of the Dutch, but having them have 4 puppet states would just be too many. And also, this country will join the 4-star alliance, or the only star alliance, since the other one just doesn't exist anymore. Like, the other star alliance does not exist. Anyways, guys, that wraps it up. I'll see you in the next one.